My parents are all music lovers and they always wanted us to be at concerts almost every week. And I used to actually sleep a lot in the concerts. But this one concert, I was very shocked and I was totally in tears. And then after that, I asked my parents to get me a violin and get me some violin lessons. And that's how I started.
Welkom bij Vlak voor de Gong, een podcast waarin ik vlak voor een concert een van de muzikanten hier in Muziekcentrum De Bijloke wegpluk om het een kwartiertje te hebben over een pre-concertrituelen. En Vlak voor de Gong is vandaag vlak na de gong, want Bomsori heeft zo net opgetreden met Antwerp Symphony Orchestra in Muziekcentrum De Bijloke. Het vioolconcerto van Tsjajkovski, het was fantastisch, dat zal ze meteen zelf ook wel kunnen vertellen. Het is nu 9 uur en we gaan het hebben over haar muziek, haar viool en of ze eigenlijk wel zenuwen heeft gehad. Welkom bij Vlak voor de Gong en hi Bomsori.
Hi.
Welkom in Gent. Welkom in Muziekcentrum De Bijloke. You just come off stage. How does it feel?
Yeah, I enjoyed a lot because it's quite intimate a place, and also on stage it felt a little bit drier side, but I enjoyed it even more than yesterday because it was more intimate for me to play with the orchestra, and we were closer to each other, and we were really able to communicate very closely on stage, and we had some really nice moments during the concert and also with the conductor. It was really special one.
For people who don't know you, who don't know who you are, who don't know what you do, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Bomsori Kim. I'm from Korea. I'm South Korea. And my name is quite unique, and it means sound of spring. Sori means sound, and Bom means spring. So everybody who lives in Korea can understand right away the meaning of my name. And I play the violin, and I started when I was 5, and I am doing this more than 20-something years. Yes.
I know you've told this story a lot of times, but you were around 5 when you started playing violin?
Yes.
And there was one certain concert that grabbed your attention.
Yeah, my parents are all music lovers and they always wanted us to be at concerts almost every week. And I used to actually sleep a lot in the concerts. So I was even, my parents got so angry because the tickets are expensive and I was sleeping there. But this one concert, I was very shocked and I was totally in tears because the sound of the violin was so direct and beautiful. It was Kyunghwa Chung's. She is a legendary violinist, and she played Vivaldi Four Seasons at that time in my hometown in Daegu, and I enjoyed it tremendously. And then after that, I asked my parents to get me a violin and get me some violin lessons, and that's how I started.
How difficult is the violin?
I think it's easier than some instrument that has no size difference, like violin has different sizes, and we can start with a smaller violin, and I started I think 1/8. So it was almost like a toy. And but it was not easy for me to start because the violin sound not good at all, and I was thinking that I was not talented.
Because it didn't sound good at the time.
At the beginning it sounded terrible, and even for the baby, even for the baby it was shocking.
I also read in interviews that you take your violin everywhere with you. Today is a good example because you brought her with you. You called your violin your love, your voice, your microphone.
Yeah, my violin is my closest partner, and he's always with me, even in the restroom. And
it's been almost 10 years, so 9 years ago, in 2015, you participated in the Queen Elisabeth competition. The reason why you're here in Belgium, because you're the special guest of the Elisabeth Weekend of the Antwerp Symphony. How does it feel to be back in Belgium?
It's so fantastic because I didn't really have so many chances to come back, and I played once in Brussels and here and there, but not like this longer time, especially with such a great orchestra and for this very special occasion. I am so glad that I am here for the Queen Elizabeth weekend, and I am able to share more times with the audience in Belgium, and meet my host family. And it's so nice.
Did they come see you at the concert?
They will come for the last concert, and they changed their plan. And they were just in Paris, and they changed the plan to come.
Okay. 2 days ago, you were in Waterloo at the Music Chapel. Was it the first time you came back there since?
Yes. It was so crazy after all this year, and it was like totally snowing a lot that day, and it was such an adventure, and it reminds me so much of the memory like 9 years ago, because that year was the first year after the renovation, the music chapel, and we enjoyed a lot there, actually. I mean, it was a stressful time for everybody, but at the same time, there's no way to avoid that. So we tried to enjoy that as much as we could, and the places where I watched movies and where I played ping pong and where I ate for that week. It's so vivid, the memory is so vivid because it's such a strong memory.
You were there in 2015. That's a whole week, right?
Yes.
And you don't have
for 7 days.
You don't have internet, you don't take your phone, it's just you and the music and the other finalists.
It was quite special because without the phone, and I actually enjoyed a lot with no phone, no contact from outside of world, and now it's even harder to do that. But I really wish I could. One more time.
You've spent the last week, let's say, in Belgium, in Antwerp, and you're playing 5 concerts on 4 locations. Do you still have time to go sightseeing between concerts, or?
I actually did today before the concert, because before my very first concert with the orchestra, I don't do any sightseeing because I am nervous, I guess. And so after yesterday, I decided to do a little sightseeing in the morning because there's no rehearsal in the morning. And I went to this cathedral in Antwerp, in the central, and I went to see the Rubens, the drawings, and it was such really amazing experience, and I would recommend to everybody to come to see that. And and I walked a lot in the center, and actually the way from my hotel, which is near to the central station, to the cathedral was a very nice way to walk, and I enjoyed very much.
Especially in this winter weather.
I mean, the weather today was really great, but yesterday I actually wanted to go outside, but it was suddenly snowing, so I decided not
to risk anything. As a soloist, you're touring all over the world. Do you have time to visit, because you get to locations where you wouldn't go otherwise? Do you take advantage of that?
I do sometimes, but not every time, because it depends what repertoire and what kind of situation you are in, and also what city you are in. Like for something like Antwerp, I would like to actually see something because it's a beautiful city, but there are some cities that I don't really have to take time so much. So it depends on the cities, I guess. Yes.
You've gone all over the world, seen a lot of places. What is the weirdest place you ended up at? Be it before, during, or after a concert?
Weirdest place.
Or with a very strong memory?
I would say it was very exotic in Istanbul. It's very strong image. And also in Spain, Galicia. I went to Galicia, part of the Spain, because there is massive nature there. I was with my family, so we went to see something. It's called like the end of the world. There is a cliff in the seaside, and it was like raining a lot because it was a rainy season. And I can't forget it's really unforgettable image of the nature. Yeah.
You play a lot of concerts. Do you still feel stress? Do you still have stress before a concert?
All the time, yeah. Even tonight. I mean, it's not exactly a stress, but it's excitement, I think. And also, stress as well, yeah. But without that, it's not working, actually. Because we need such a great focus and energy on stage. And without pushing ourselves to the edge or to the limit, it's not happening. And everybody can feel that, the audience and the orchestra. If you are too relaxed or too comfortable, then it doesn't really happen.
There has to be something at stake.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any pre-concert rituals? I heard you practice playing the violin, of course, right before the concert.
I do practice slow. Because if you practice fast, then it just makes you nervous. And I do slow practice and don't talk much because it's taking energy from you. And also I tend to eat banana for some power and dark chocolate. And I take a nap before concerts. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I've read somewhere that you practice Tai Chi as a form of relaxation, as a form of yoga to prepare.
Right. It's similar to, actually. It's a breathing exercise. I mean, it contains also the breathing exercise and to focus your mind and your chi. And it actually helps a lot when you get distracted by so many things, because you travel and you are in a different time zone and you are not together in yourself, and then you need really this time to really focus and to be united in yourself, and your chi has to be there in the right place. So it's actually helping.
What is the very last thing you think about before going on stage?
I think about the first phrase of the piece, because I want to immediately deep into the music. So I always think about these first phrases of the orchestra and how the tempo and everything, the mood itself. Yeah, that's the last thing, I think.
Yeah. You have to leave a very good first impression to the audience and to the orchestra.
The first impression is very important. And also for myself, it's very important because to be sure that I'm in the music and forget everything else. Otherwise, you are distracted right away. Oh my God, the first phrase didn't go well. And then you think so much, then it doesn't work.
Are you heading straight back to Antwerp now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yes.
Because tomorrow there's another concert.
Yes.
On Sunday it's a chamber music concert.
Yes.
Okay, so busy week and a busy schedule for the rest of the year.
Yes.
For what I've seen, with a lot of repertoire. I've seen Beethoven, Tsjajkovski, Nielsen, Bruch, Mendelssohn, and then some recitals as well.
Yes.
Is that difficult? Is that maybe a stupid question, but that's a lot of information because you play everything by heart. So.
Yeah, so today I practiced Beethoven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I always need to keep everything, not everything all together, but at least the next one, next two concerts. So I need to really, make plans. Make plans to keep them in my hands, and also I need to learn something new as well. I have Paul Ferrari, the Italian composer. It's a new work for me. I'm playing in Schleswig-Holstein in this summer, so I need to learn that. And also, I'm recording some new works for me. So, there are I'm so glad that I have so many things to learn and so many things to do.
Okay. One final question.
Sure.
You're leaving to Antwerp and beyond after tonight. But if you were to stay in Ghent, we will give you 2 tickets. Which concert would you like to attend of our current season? I have a brochure.
Okay.
And you can just maybe switch through the pages, see if there's anything that catches your eye.
Nice book.
Do you still go to concerts yourself?
Yeah, I do. In Berlin, there are so many concerts, and also when I was in New York, I was like almost living in the concert hall, and also the Metropolitan Opera. I love watching operas as well. Oh, Antwerp Symphony is coming back with Krzysztof Urbanski.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm playing with him in Madrid.
Okay.
In April.
Okay.
Soon, so
you can tell him how great the Antwerp Symphony is.
Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, this is interesting. I would come.
Okay, so we settle on Sacre du Printemps.
Sure.
By Antwerp Symphony and Krzysztof Urbanski. Okay. Thank you very much, Bomsori, for the conversation. Good luck with the remaining concerts of this Elisabeth weekend and with the rest of your calendar.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Thanks.
Het is nog niet zo vaak gebeurd, maar ik betrapte mezelf er wel op dat ik tijdens het concert met open mond zat te kijken naar wat er op het podium gebeurde. De vanzelfsprekendheid waarmee dat de moeilijkste passages passeerden, deden de hele zaal naar adem happen. Een prachtig concert en een prachtig gesprek achteraf. Wat kan je eigenlijk nog meer wensen? Nog eens bedankt aan Bomsori Kim voor de babbel. Ben je benieuwd wie er nog allemaal langskomt in Muziekcentrum De Bijloke? Check dan zeker onze website www.bijloke.be voor de volledige concertkalender. De muziek die je vandaag hoorde zijn fragmenten uit het Vioolconcerto van Tsjajkovski, gebracht door Bomsori Kim en het Antwerp Symphony Orchestra onder leiding van Eliao Inbal. Dit was Vlak voor de Gong, een podcast van Muziekcentrum De Bijloke. Luister je graag naar de podcast, laat dan een review achter en deel je liefde met al je vrienden, kennissen en collega's. Bedankt om te luisteren en tot de volgende keer.